Welcome to Nursing Next. Transition from the role of a student nurse to the role of staff nurse is a very critical experience for nurses. We have an interesting panel of 3 promising nurses who have just gone through this transition to share their experience with our audience today. And we have first with us Sneha. Sneha has studied in a teaching hospital attached college. She continued working in the same hospital as she became a staff nurse. Welcome to the show, Sneha.
Thank you.
We have Prabina with us. Prabina did her general nursing and midwifery from a nursing school that did not have its own hospital. However, she did have a small exposure at an attached hospital, but she didn't have an opportunity to directly care for patients during her staff nurse period, student nurse period. But she was fortunate enough to get a job in a corporate hospital, a high-end corporate hospital on completion of her GNM. So we would love to hear from Prabina's experience too. Welcome, Prabina.
Thank you, ma'am.
We have Bhargavi with us. Bhargavi did her BSc Nursing, again from a private college of nursing. And she was lucky enough to also find herself a job immediately on completion of her graduation in a government hospital, a state-run facility which is very large in the city of Bangalore. And she's here to share her experience of becoming a novice nurse at a government hospital. So Bhargavi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so my first question to all of you today is, we want to know, how was that first 3 to 6 months of your experience just beginning as a staff nurse on your wards in your own hospitals wherever you worked?
Good morning. I'm very happy to be here, and you thought me to share my opinion here. So I studied in a private college. From that, I shifted my role to a fresh staff nurse. That was actually overwhelming for me. Why? Because when I was a student nurse, I didn't have the idea of how to take the holistic care of the patient, how to do the documentation part, how to communicate it to different departments, how to control my anxiety, my stress, my everything as a whole. I was stressed, but gradually, on the completion of few months later, I was adjusted to that, not perfectly, but I slowly progressing and keeping confidence in me. That was the initial stages of me.
Did you have an internship experience as such, Sneha?
Yes, I had internship experience in the same hospital where I used to get experience as a student. So during my internship period, I used to take care. I used to be assigned with 2 patients, not as a I didn't used to take the patient assignment as a whole, but my colleagues, my seniors, my in charge used to help, asked me to help the sisters so that I can learn the procedures, and I used to learn it, and that was the most important phase of my transition that helped me understand the responsibilities that a staff nurse actually has to face as a nurse.
So of course the internship really did some small help for you to understand your role, but you still found when you become a staff nurse that it was overwhelming, because you now had to not just take care of patients but also the documentation part, the coordination with other team members, etc. So that was overwhelming for you, right?
Yes,
Sneha?
ma'am. Yes.
Okay. How about you, Prabina?
coming from the private college without any attached hospital, I lacked clinical exposure and real time with the patients. That's why when I went to the corporate hospital, I was lagging behind my clinical skills, most commonly IV canalization, where I was very much dependent on my colleagues and my seniors. I used to go around and ask them for their help to help me perform that procedure, but I was confident I will learn if I will go behind them, observe them. Then gradually I learned it.
What were your feelings like? Because you had to go behind
Yes.
so many people.
Like going behind people is not a good thing. You will feel worst, like you will feel very small when you are not able to contribute to the team members. Because when you are working in a hospital, you should work as a team, and when you are not able to contribute, you will feel bad, you will feel small. And I was feeling very anxious. I was not able to perform the procedures in real time. That was a very stressful event of my life.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Bhargavi? How has it been being in the government hospital as a novice nurse?
Well, when I joined the hospitals, first of all they posted into OPD. But when I went for OPD, but really anxiety it happened because when we see the lot of patients, so now when we see the then normal vital signs, and then they will do the minor dressings. So when they will tell them to do, so we don't know. Because I had COVID COVID time completed my nursing, so I did not learn anything. So directly I went to OPD, means it's difficult to me to handle the patient, to do the procedures, everything. Then in first of all in IV canal also they were giving IV, so it's difficult for me. Then I had lot of difficulties and anxiety in the OPD. So after OPD, so after 6 months, so they are shifted to what?
How did you manage this learning?
By myself, then I learned lot of things to see the YouTubes, then referring books, then to learn the writings. So everything, then I had.
Yeah, probably also being in government hospital, you didn't have many people around who you can depend on. So you had to depend on yourself. So you had to go back to your books and YouTube channel to learn things, learn skills. Okay. So looking back, if I have to ask you, Prabina, that what you think that the nursing education institutions could have done better to prepare people like you into a better prepared, full-fledged nurse?
My suggestion is, ma'am, like the nursing institutions, they should focus on having their own hospitals where the students, nursing students, they will be able to expose their with the patients and with the real-time situations actually, and learn more clinical skills, because nursing is not only about theory. When you are working, it's mostly about your practical skills, which is very important. That will give you the confidence in you to be a good nurse, a professional nurse for your lifetime.
Of course, like Prabina is saying, she lacked an hospital experience because her college did not have an hospital. But you, Sneha, came from a college where there was a hospital. So what would you like to add there? How can a nursing institute help better?
I would like to add on that they could focus more on the hands-on training, and they can give a little bit less pressure on the theory and more more hands-on experience that would build their confidence, so that when we face a real patients, we will not feel nervous to do procedures on them. I know when we do the hands-on practice, it is not on real patient, but then at least we know the procedure, we know how to do it, we can build the confidence from there on.
So building confidence to independently take care of patients probably a college should do to prepare a nurse better.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Sneha. Next question I want to ask to all of you. That I'm sure as novice nurses, already you've expressed it, that it was very overwhelming, challenging for you. But what was that one biggest challenge, given the kind of setup that you were working? Biggest challenge that you had to cope with in your first few months as a staff nurse?
Ma'am, my biggest challenge was like before joining the nursing, I was not prepared emotionally. When I went to the hospital and when I went and saw the real patients, I was emotionally very stressed. As being an emotional person, I was not able to handle my emotions because in our wards, I had to mostly handle the end of life care patients, the dying patients with pain, and all the sufferings that patients and family members are going through. It was a really emotional period for me to handle it, and I would suggest other upcoming students also to prepare emotionally also, not theoretically and practically. This is
Do
also
you
very
also
important.
think that if hospital had given you a little support for that, it would have helped?
Yes, ma'am. It would have really helped.
It would have really
Yes,
helped.
ma'am.
How about you, Sneha?
I also faced some emotional distress during my initial period. Not that now also, and now I'm not facing it, it is not, but now I can adjust with it, I can cope up with it. But during my initial phase, because of my time management, because within that 6 hours or 8 hours of time, we had to do a whole lot of work. So if any small mistake will be happening, we would be stressed why I had to finish within this period of time. So I think this thing I have managed now, but it could be managed better if I would have I had an idea about the time, about how what would be like to work as a staff
Setting
nurse.
priorities and how to handle the work. How many patients were you taking care of?
During my internship phase, I used to take care of 2 patients.
No, as a staff
As a
nurse.
staff nurse, 6 patients. 6
Six
to 7
patients. So
patients.
your challenge, we can say, biggest challenge was actually managing time, taking care of all 6 patients. And of course, you were struggling with your skills, so you were unsure and you were also fearful of whether would I commit any mistake while I manage this time and do things in a hurried manner, right? Okay. So coming to you, Bhargavi, what was your biggest challenge?
Being government hospital, I will take care of 20 plus
Patients.
20 plus patients. So I have most challenge to take care of 20 patients. In the 20 patients, I have a lot of struggles to explain about medications. Then lot of confusions. Each 20 patient, I can't able to explain them. So I have lot of stress. Then I have
What were the
difficult places.
information that the patients expected you to give, like?
Information
What information about?
about medications, tablets, everything.
Do you think you were well prepared to give them that kind of an information?
No, ma'am.
No, you
In
were
that
not.
starting, I don't know anything because in the fresher we went exposed to the clinicals, and we had lot of fearness and full tiredness, stress, everything. So when patient come to with us, they will ask me. So we can't able to tell without informations. So I will take help from my colleagues.
So your basic challenge was handling the lot of number of patients and also being able to communicate with them, basically because you yourself lacked a lot of knowledge and information, so you are not confident how to communicate with patients. Am I correctly saying it? Okay. Was it also very physically tiring for you?
It's a lot of because 20 patients, so each staff only handled with 20 patients. So whole day, 6 hours. So till morning to afternoon. So with medications, documentations, so doctor's terms. So any informations about regarding reference. So we only explain to the patient. So we have lot of.
So as a new nurse, that must have been really very demanding for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Lot of. Okay. So coming back to you, Sneha, I think you transitioned from a college, then internship, then into the hospital. What is the kind of support system or mentorship you think really helped you transition to the role of nurse?
Thank you for having this question to me. So, internship was in the same hospital where I have worked as a student. During my internship time, my in charge, I already came under my in supervisor, hospital supervisor, and my in charge, who used to select my duty roster. And whenever I had any difficulty regarding the patient, I was not I was not allotted the full whole patient. Only helping like procedure learning, some documentation part. I used to be given. And that thing taught me what the actual responsibilities of a staff nurse feel like. It helped 70% of my transition. During my staff nurse period, my in charge was very supportive. To be honest, she was supportive. Yes, every time she is strict. She used to scold me, but that does not mean that she does not support me. My colleagues, my seniors, everybody used to teach me that this procedure is having a certain path, and through that I learned the proper procedures. I gradually and then I developed the confidence that I can deal with a patient individually.
How about the induction training? Did it help you? Did you have an induction training at your hospital?
Yes, ma'am. We had a 7 days of induction training, orientation to different departments, and also what are the procedures, what are the like patient regarding communication. Also, they taught
So was
to
it
us.
helpful, the induction training?
Yes, ma'am. It actually that induction training only helped me transition from maybe new nurse, fresher nurse to a fully fledged individual like I could take the responsibility.
Okay. Pravina, how about you with terms of your induction training? How were things like?
Ma'am, for me, the induction training period was 15 days, where they basically focus on the orientation to different departments and mostly the policies about the hospitals. And they were more focused on theory part than the practical, as coming from a college with no much exposure to the practical skills. There was no much introduction to the clinical skills in the induction period. So I faced a mostly I faced challenge, because they only focus on theory, communication skills and all. But what I needed was clinical skills.
So I think this is a very great message for all our hospitals who are hiring freshers, mostly because we all know in India many nursing schools don't have their own parent hospitals. So this is much required part of the induction probably that some hospitals probably are missing on. So right, so that's about the mentorship and support. Going to our last part, I want to ask all of you, what is that one thing that you would like to advise? Your advice could be for the college, it could be for the hospital, with regards to making your experience better of transitioning from a role of a student nurse to a role of a staff nurse.
Probably when we completed COVID time, I did not have any clinical shift. So I had a lot of struggles in the hospitals when I joined, because that internship will be there. It is better to learn, to expose to the clinical in the new staff.
So your advice is to the educational institution, and of course you highlighted that you finished your course during COVID time, so you didn't have an opportunity really to do an internship, which could have helped you. Yeah. How about others?
Ma'am, I would like to give one suggestion as a my opinion to my to college, whichever college it is. Like they should focus more on the hands-on training. Theory, it is needed, but hands-on it is much more needed. This much.
Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, for me, like the private hospitals, the hospitals with big names, they should not allocate the new fresher nurse with more burden, more workload. They should not allocate more patients to them in the initial phase. From the student to a staff nurse, they should give them the transition period where they can gradually learn.
Did it happen to you?
Yes, ma'am. I faced this challenge. During my sixth month working in that hospital, when I was learning my clinical skills gradually, there was a lot of shortage of seniors in our ward, my ward. So my in charge asked me to be the team leader for my colleagues who were just fresher, just joined 2 months back only. And it was a very challenging part for me to mentor them and keep learning. It was very difficult for me to cope with that situation. A huge burden was given to me. So I think hospitals, they should give more time for fresher nurse in that transition period.
Yes. Yes. It has been absolutely very insightful talking so far to all of you. I'm sure our audience, whoever they are, whether students, new nurses, the hospital administrators, the CNOs, have a lot to learn. Their educational institutions listening to you, they have a lot to learn from what they should be doing right. Moving next to our interesting part, that's a rapid fire round. So I will be asking a question and you are required to answer in just 1 or 2 words, very briefly about it. Shall we start?
Yes.
Yes. So Sneha, let's begin with you. One word that describes your first month as a registered nurse.
Chaotic.
Chaotic. Okay. Prabina, the hardest experience you have faced so far. The hardest experience you have faced so far.
Ma'am, that was my practical skills.
Your practical skills.
Yes.
Would you like to mention what was that skill?
Ma'am, IV cannulation.
IV cannulation.
Yes,
You got stuck with
Yes,
that
ma'am.
on the day one. Okay. One skill, Sneha, that you wish you had mastered better during the nursing school.
IV cannulation.
Okay. Again, IV cannulation. Okay. Bhargavi, one thing patients don't realize about nurses.
Value of the patient, value of the staff nurse.
Value of the staff nurse. Okay. If you could change one thing immediately in your hospital, what it would be, Prabina?
Hiring more staffs.
Hiring more
More staff,
staffs.
yes.
Okay, certainly. Who helped you survive in your first 3 months, Bhargavi?
Always my colleagues, ma'am.
Your colleagues.
Yes.
Your colleagues. Would you choose nursing again if you have to? You're given a choice. Say again, you have to choose nursing today. Would you choose it, Sneha?
Yes, I would choose, but after having a proper mindset and proper skill development, I would like to enter into it.
Okay. Last question. That's to you, Prabina. Did you ever cry on the wall?
Yes, ma'am. Like, I cried mostly during my night shifts, and it was like for days, weeks in my initial period.
Okay. So thank you I think it has been wonderful that you have all shared your honest experience of being a novice nurse. What was the transition? How did it feel like? And I'm sure a lot of our nurses in audience who are transitioning nurses relate to your experience. One thing from my side, to all the new nurses who are listening to us, you are not alone and your journey really matters. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and do comment with your opinions. Thank you.